Hello everyone, in this video we will start the fourth part of this chapter, French Revolution. Did women have a revolution? So as we discussed in the previous videos that the rights were given to the men's only. The women's were not allowed to cast their vote. Now here, from the very beginning, women were active participants in the events which brought about so many important changes in French society. So women were active participants in all the movements. Then they hoped that their involvement would pressurize the revolutionary government to introduce measures to improve their lives. Most women of the third estate had to work for a living. They worked as seamstress or launderers, sold flowers, fruits, and vegetables at the market, or were employed as domestic servant in the houses of prosperous people. So what women hoped that as they were involved in the all movements, so the government will introduce some measures to improve their lives. And the women of third estate had to work. What work they used to do? They did like selling flowers as a launderers, selling vegetables, etc., and domestic servant. Most women did not have access to education or job training. Only daughters of nobles and wealthier members of the third estate could study at a convent, after which their families arranged a marriage for them. So it is clear that the nobles' daughters or wealthier third state daughters, they were allowed to have education. Working women had also to care for their families, that is, cook, fetch water, queue up for bread, and look after the children. Their wages were lower than those of men. So the wages of these females, women's were very lower than the men. So the first thing we can see here, equal wages were not given to the female as males. Then in order to discuss and voice their interests, women started their own political clubs and newspaper. So they started their own political clubs. About 60 women's clubs came up in different French societies. The Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women's was the most famous of them. So the Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women, it was the most famous society. It was the most famous club, like Jacobin Club. Okay, a famous one. One of their main demands was that women enjoy the same political rights as men. Women were disappointed that the Constitution of 1791 reduced them to passive citizens. As we have discussed in previous videos, that the Constitution, that the Declaration of Rights of 1791 did not give them equal rights. Okay, then so they demanded the same political rights as of the men's. Now they demanded the right to vote. Right to vote, to be elected in the assembly, to hold political offices, okay, to become officer. Only then they felt would their interest be presented in the new government. They wanted some rights. Okay, then in the early years, the revolutionary government did introduce laws that helped improve the lives of women. Together with the creation of state schools, schooling was made compulsory for all girls. So now schooling was made compulsory for all girls, as it said that revolutionary government was slowly doing something good, improving their women's life. Their fathers could no longer force them into marriage against their will. Okay, their fathers could no longer force them into marriage against their will. They must have to ask the girls for their marriage. Then marriage was made into a contract entered into freely and registered under civil law. Marriage was made a contract. Divorce was made legal and could be applied for by both women and men. Women could go now train for jobs and become artists and the small businessmen. So it means yes, so divorce become legal and both men and women can give divorce to anyone. Okay, and now training would be done. They become artists, run small businesses. So now the life of the women's were started to be improved to improve. Okay, then what happened next? Women's struggle for equal political rights, however, continued during the Reign of Terror. The Reign of Terror means, tell me the answer. Who was the ruler in the Reign of Terror? Tell me answer in the comment box. Now, the new government issued laws ordering closure of women's club. During the Reign of Terror, the new government issued laws ordering the closure of women's club, banning all their political activities. Many prominent women were arrested and number of them executed. It means the Reign of Terror, okay, which was under the leadership of Robespierre. Okay, that government ordered a ban on political activities. It means he was not he was against the equal right for women. Women's movements for voting rights and equal wages continued through the next 200 years in many countries of the world. The fight for the vote was carried out through an international suffrage. So now, women's movement for voting right and equal wages continued. They continued that, and through the next 200 years in many countries of the world. Okay, the fight for the vote was carried out and through an international suffrage. What is suffrage? Suffrage means when you have right to vote. Movement during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. For example, the political activities of French women during the revolutionary years was kept alive as an inspiring memory. Okay, so they had kept in alive all the movement which they have taken part. Okay, it was finally in 1946 that women in France won the right to vote. So now you can see it was finally in the 1946, very later, that women in France won the right to vote. Okay, now come to the next. What is source? Olymps de Gauges was one of the most important politically active women in revolutionary France. She protested against the constitution and the declaration of rights of men and citizens as they excluded women from basic rights that each human being was entitled. So, in 1791, she wrote a Declaration of Rights of Women and Citizens. See that in the same year, 1791, she wrote what? Declaration of Rights of Women and Citizens, which she addressed to the Queen and to the members of the National Assembly, demanding that they act upon it. In 1793, Olympe de Gauges criticized the Jacobin government for forcibly closing down women's clubs. She was tried by the National Convention, which charged her with treason. Soon after this, she was executed. Again, she was executed. Okay, so it means at that time, no one was allowed to say against the Jacobins or Robespierre. This happened. Then next, some of the basic rights set forth in Olympe de Gauges' declaration. What was the right she wanted or she wrote in her declaration? Olympe de Gauges' declaration. First one is, woman is born free and remain equal to man in rights. Okay. First one, woman is free, born free and remain equal to men in rights. The goal of all political associations is the preservation of natural rights of man, women and man. These rights are liberty, property, security. All source sovereignty resides in nation, which is nothing but union of women and men. And this one, no woman is an exception. She is accused, arrested and detained in cases determined by the law. Women like men obey to rigorous law. It means all these declaration was also there in the Declaration of Rights of Men and Citizens. Okay, but they excluded women, but she included women in all the rights. Okay, see what she said. She said that women are equal. They were not exception. Okay, if she commits any crime, then give her punishment, no problem. See, she is accused, arrested in case determined by the law. Women's like men's obey this rigorous laws. So it means they women's will also obey the laws. Now compare the manifesto drafted by Olympidigos, source F, and Declaration of Rights of Man Citizens. So you can do this activity. Okay. Then source G. In 1793, the Jacobin politicians Chomet sought to justify the closure of women's clubs on the following grounds. Has nature entrusted domestic duties to men? Has she given us breasts to nurture babies? No, she said to men, be a man, hunting, agriculture, political duties, that is your kingdom. She said to woman, nature said to woman, be a woman, the things of the household, the sweet duties of motherhood, those are your tasks. Shameless are those women who wish to become men's. Have not duties been fairly distributed? So see, these are very, very bizarre situation, a very, very unique thing of things which Jacobin politician Chomet sought to justify the closure of women. Actually, they were closing the women's club, so they need a reason why they close. So he wrote this thing. Politician Chomet, they wrote this thing. Okay, what nature has said to men and women, which is not justified, which is wrong. Activity: imagine yourself to be a woman in a figure 13. Formulate a response to the arguments forwarded by Chomet. Okay, now imagine you are a woman. Okay, and you have to counter, you have to argue against the argue of Chomet, This was the argue of Chomet. So you have to give your justification, your arguments against the Chomet arguments. Then come to the abolition of slavery. Now, France and in the whole Europe, there was a prevalent situation of slavery. Okay, there was practice of slavery was followed. Now, abolition of slavery was also abolished during this period. How? One of the most revolutionary social reforms of Jacobin regime was abolition of slavery in French colonies. The colonies in the Caribbean means West Indies, the part between North American continent and the South American continent. Caribbean, Martinique, Guadeloupe and Saint Domingo. So these were all the countries which were lies in the Latin American countries. Okay, we were important suppliers of commodities such as tobacco, indigo, sugar, coffee, but the reluctance of Europeans to go and work in distant and unfamiliar lands meant a shortage of labor on the plantation. So they had colonies in the other countries and they want to do work, but they don't want to go there for work. So what? So this was met by the triangular slave trade between Europe, Africa and the America. You can see this is North America. Okay, I'll show you. This is North America. Okay, this is South America, this is Africa. Okay, so there was triangular shape like this and this. This was Europe. This is like world map, and here was the Caribbean islands, Caribbean, okay, Guadalupe. So this was the Caribbean, and so there was slave trade from Africa to Europe, from Europe to here South America and North America, Caribbean islands. So this was a triangular shape. Okay. Now, yes, the slave trade began in the 17th century. French merchants sailed from ports of Bordeaux to Nantes to the African coast, where they bought slaves from local chieftains. So, like slaves were sold. You would surprised, but slave people were sold in the market as slaves, and the chieftains were the master of the slave. Okay, then branded and shackled. It means shackled means they were in the chains. Slaves were packed tightly into ships for 3 months long journey across the Atlantic to the Caribbean. They were sold to plantation owners. Plantation means when any agriculture is done for the selling purpose, commercial purpose, that is called plantation, like tea plantation, coffee plantation, sugar cane plantation, banana plantation, okay, rubber plantation. All these crops are called as plantation crops, which needs too much labor. Okay, so the exploitation of slaves labor made it possible to meet the growing demand in European markets for sugar, coffee, indigo. Then port cities like Bordeaux and Nantes owned their economic prosperity through the flourishing slave trade. So it means this slave trade has made many countries rich. Okay, many port cities rich. Throughout the 18th century, there was little criticism of slavery. Okay, but a little criticism throughout the 18th century in France. The National Assembly held long debates about whether the rights of man should be extended to all French subjects, including those in colonies. It means what? One of the National Assembly argued कि क्या जो right हम देते हैं citizens को, the right we provide to citizens, should these right be applicable to the people who are living in our colonies? Because colonies they considered their territory. So they thought that should these rights will be applicable to the people who are living in colonies. Okay. Then, but it did not pass any laws, fearing opposition from businessmen whose income depend on slave trade. But they were just criticizing. They were not taking any law. They were not make any law. Okay, because they thought that big businessmen will be get angry because their income depend on the slave trade. Now, it was finally the convention which 1794 legislated to free all slaves in the French overseas possession. This, however, turned out to be the short-term measure. What happened in this year 1794? Okay, the convention which in 1974 legislated free for all slaves. So one law was passed to free all slaves in the French overseas possession. Overseas means outside. So the French outside colonies, whatever the slave are there, just free them. So then there was a short measure. 10 years later, Napoleon introduced slavery again. Napoleon reintroduced slavery. Plantation owners understood their freedom as including the right to enslave African Negroes in pursuit of their economic interest. Slavery was finally abolished in French colonies in 1848. So it means after that Napoleon started it again. Okay, but finally it was come to an end in 1848. It was come to an end. Negroes, the term used for the indigenous people of Africa south of Sahara and it is a derogatory term, not in common use any longer. So negro is a racial term. I have told you the race means the type of people on their physical appearance. Okay, race. So this is just like this is called black people is called Negroes, or people of Africa. Okay, it is a derogatory term. Derogatory term means it is like an insulting term. Okay, so we don't use this term Negroes. Emancipation means the act of freeing. So emancipation of slaves means freeing up the slaves. Now, yes, see this this is the emancipation of slaves. This is this in this figure you can see this is a businessman. Okay, she is a lady. So these two are slaves. So they are embracing them. They are embracing the slaves, and this lady is giving the dress to the slave. So and he is embracing the slave. So it means that there is an act of emancipation. Emancipation means freeing the slaves. The print of 1794. Okay, record your impressions of this print. Describe the objects lying on the ground. What do they symbolize? What attitude does the picture express towards non-European slaves? See what is on the floor. You can see here there is a sword on the floor. Now and yes, so this is things you can understand by the freeing of the slaves. Okay, so this is for today video. Tomorrow we will make a new video and we will end the chapter tomorrow. Okay, so understand this. Thank you very much.